Bro.
Yes.
What are you putting here?
What do you want to put there?
No, don't put someone else's stuff.
Oh, come on. Share.
OK, so, je parle français pour tout le monde qui ne le sait pas. Mon nom, c'est Étienne. J'ai à côté de moi Jay
Walker.
Ça, c'est un anglophone.
Ça, c'est ça pareil, hein?
Jay Walker.
Sens-tu le mac and cheese d'ici, là?
Jason.
C'est Jason, comme on dit.
Et je me suis habillé pour matcher Jay.
Mais c'est bien gentil parce qu'on savait pas. Mais moi, hein, je savais pas qu'on faisait un live aujourd'hui. Et moi, je suis directeur de marque. Ça paraît très bien.
En tant que directeur de marque, c'est pas qu'on fait un live.
Ben non, on avait des entrevues aujourd'hui ici pour The Root of All Real Estate. C'est un podcast qu'on fait. Je vous invite sur Spotify pour l'écouter au complet.
Puis c'est pas parce qu'on l'a appelé The Root of All Real Estate que c'est juste en anglais.
Non, du tout.
C'est juste le nom de l'émission. Parce qu'en anglais, il y a une expression anglophone qui est The Root of All Evil.
Exact.
Et on trouvait ça bon de changer Evil pour Real Estate. Fait que c'est juste un nom qui est accrocheur.
Mais dans le fond, on a choisi le nom, mais c'est trop tard de le changer. Fait que,
ça fait déjà plusieurs années. Mais tout ça pour dire qu'on est sur Spotify, comme j'étais en train d'expliquer. Puis on a plein de contenus en français aussi. On rencontre toutes sortes de courtiers de toutes sortes de langues, mais on va s'y tenir à l'anglais pour au français pour l'instant. On l'a ici à l'écran.
Voilà.
On a quelques émissions, mais on a une vingtaine à venir là, qui sont déjà préenregistrées, qu'on a déjà eu la chance de rencontrer tous ces différents courtiers.
Ça fait combien? Là, en juillet, on a fait combien d'entrevues? On avait fait...
je ne peux même pas te dire le nombre exact.
Ça faisait 3 par semaine de nos courtiers d'or.
Ah oui.
On faisait des visites qui sont tous sur YouTube, d'ailleurs, avec Samuel Demers et Marie-Yvonne Pain. Des condos hallucinants. Four Seasons, The Ritz-Carlton. On parle de 22 millions.
Pour le Ritz, le plus gros penthouse. Oui.
C'est incroyable. Tous ces vidéos-là sont sur YouTube en ce moment et sur nos réseaux sociaux, que ce soit Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. T'es pas fan d'Instagram, hein, toi?
Non, c'est pas que je suis pas fan d'Instagram. C'est juste que je trouve que tout le monde, quand on parle de réseaux sociaux, vont directement à Instagram. Quand notre cible peut être sur LinkedIn ou préférer Facebook ou préférer TikTok ou YouTube. En tant qu'entreprise, on ne veut pas se limiter à notre plateforme qu'on aime en tant que consommateur. C'est ça que je veux dire. Puis pour l'équipe. Quand je parle à l'équipe, quand je dis on l'a-tu mis sur les réseaux, quand on me dit oui, je pose la question, mais toi, parce qu'ils veulent souvent dire...
Sont-ils tous tagués? Sont-ils tous tagués? Puis la vérité, c'est que oui, on en fait du contenu, mais on a un département de contenu aussi qu'on fait automatiser le scheduling. On fait...
you can go back to English if you prefer.
Non, mais je veux pas.
This is our...
Non, mais je veux pas. Non, mais ça fait un petit bout qu'on n'a pas parlé français ici. Et d'ailleurs, moi, je suis pas toujours ici. Normalement, c'est notre ami Mike François. Il est en vacances, mais il est de retour lundi, tu dis, ou vendredi.
Ben, officiellement,
mais c'est ça qui est fun de travailler ici, c'est que des fois, il sait pas quand est-ce qu'on retourne. Fait qu'on prend une journée de plus des fois.
Toi, tu fais ça.
C'est ça. Mais c'est ça. Fait que c'était un gros mois de juillet. Pour ceux qui connaissent pas, on est grands fans de contenu. Et aujourd'hui, tu voulais montrer un couple de vidéos.
Ben, des vidéos qui ont marqué ou qui ont eu beaucoup de visibilité, qui ont eu de l'engagement, comme on dit.
Ouais.
Et d'en discuter de c'est quoi le pourquoi.
Mais c'est un drôle de concept aussi, hein, que tu veux faire de la vidéo. Tu sais, on est une agence de immobilier. Là, tu fais des entrevues avec des courtiers. Pourquoi?
Ben parce que je pense que tout le monde a quelque chose à nous redonner. Tout le monde a une approche différente à comment il gère, ou opère, ou a eu le succès qu'il a eu, sur lequel il travaille. Il n'y a pas une façon de faire les choses, il y en a des milliers. Et c'est bon de l'entendre de d'autres personnes que juste moi tout le temps qui dit les mêmes choses ou qui parle des mêmes choses. Moi, ça a fonctionné pour moi quand je vous partage des trucs, des comment moi j'ai fait pour régler tel problème ou telle sollicitation ou pour croître ma business, mais ça ne veut pas dire que c'est la seule façon. Ouais. Et j'ai eu la chance, j'ai toujours la chance de parler avec, si ce n'est pas des milliers de courtiers, des centaines de courtiers, et je suis toujours surpris ou je suis toujours intéressé à savoir, tu vois, Jay, pour lui, telle chose a bien fonctionné, ça lui a donné un grand succès, pourquoi qu'on ne le partage pas?
Ouais.
C'est ça l'idée dans le fond.
Donc, on va commencer avec un qui a reçu beaucoup de views. Puis ça fait juste un petit moment que d'ailleurs que c'est publié. À date, si on regarde les chiffres, on a quand même des views importantes. Puis c'est fun de le dire importante parce que c'est pas juste nous. Fait que c'est ça, on partage nos caméras, on partage nos réseaux sociaux avec nos courtiers. Et laquelle tu veux commencer avec, Mathéo?
Une vidéo?
Ouais.
Pour live reaction?
Ouais.
Je vais vous montrer.
Bon, on va commencer avec celui-ci de Alex Saboury. Alex Saboury, c'est un courtier depuis un bon 10 ans.
I don't think that's the
Non?
right one, no.
On l'a dessus? C'est laquelle?
Je vais vous montrer une vidéo pour réactionner live.
OK, allez-y.
Qui n'est pas par rapport à...
Tu vois?
Ça va être une surprise.
Tu vois, une boîte de surprise.
J'aime mieux ça de même, moi.
Ouais.
Et après,
Allez-y.
on va parler du contenu de c'est quoi ou... Est-ce que le son, tout le monde va entendre? Là, ou...
Oui, oui, oui. Tout le monde va l'entendre.
You get it?
I get it. But you see, personally,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to sound bad.
Mm-hmm. Where are we going?
Yeah, this is
All
why I
right.
wanted to do this. I don't know this dude.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing. I mean, he could be the greatest dude
Yeah.
on earth. But who I want to learn from
Yeah.
is people that actually, and this is going to be nerdy. Wait for it. If I haven't read their books
Yeah.
and don't know their backstory, I'm not absorbing any content from them.
Good for you.
You know why?
Why? Well, I know why, but I'm saying why. I know why. I know why.
Because it could be all fluff and puff and BS
Yeah.
just to get the views, or it could be re-spitting out someone else's content and just to get the views, just to get the visibility. Is there anything wrong with that? Maybe not, but I'm telling you how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I
I find it's becoming harder and harder to distinguish who's telling what and why. I worked in news for a very long time, and I remember during a certain moment in time during COVID when there was a lot of stuff being published online about who, what, and I mean it's such a deep thing that we can't even go into it. But nonetheless, there was news, people going out and doing their job and not even touching on the actual vaccination or the disease, just chronicling people that were walking in the streets.
yeah.
It ended up being a big thing. And people saying, you're fake. And now I find more than ever, I go on and I'll see people with the handle Dr. whatever their name is.
Yeah.
And they're not even a doctor. So I don't know what to trust anymore.
Well, that's the
I think it's fine for creativity. I think it's something nice to watch, but I don't take it for more than
for entertainment.
for entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah, for more than what it is. I get what he's saying though, because that's what he's saying is the back of branded content. And I remember working in branded content with Cassette in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, 2007, 2008. And this was a concept that was brought through by the Olympics. I remember Pampers. Pampers was one of those big guys that brought in branded content. And the idea was to sell your product through the back door. So to connect with people through their brand.
Pampers, backdoor.
That girl.
Oh.
And that campaign was basically about athletes when they were babies and connecting with moms and so on. So I get the idea.
Yeah, it's not about what he's saying. It's
Yeah.
just that you got to be careful who you're studying.
Yeah.
You see, for me, this is very important. If I'm going to learn from someone, it's someone that I know, trust, that has accomplished something great
Mhm.
that I have not yet accomplished,
That's right.
so that I can be inspired or learn and develop. I think today we look at social media too fast, too quick. You were talking about the 4 seconds or not even.
3 seconds. Yeah.
How can you learn
Mhm.
when you just look at the cover of a book?
And how many missed opportunities are you not taking advantage of? I found that's the thing too. Like, do I trust everything that I'm seeing?
But that's why
Is
you got
this
to read
person
the whole
going to
book.
help? Yeah, exactly. Right. So that's why you follow certain people that you're a big reader. You read how many books a month? 3 books a month minimum.
It's combined.
Either listening or reading.
I do multiple at the same time.
Right.
So it ends up to be about one a week. But the thing is, if you just read the back of the book or you just read the first paragraph, you oftentimes it's not even it's misleading, or it's a teaser, it's an idea, and then you go deeper in the book and they're like, I just said that because of this and that. So
are you surprised sometimes?
You need context.
We have these meetings that we do with brokers each and every week, or people from small businesses that come in and we chat about business with them. Are you surprised that some of the things that they're talking about, does it always have deep meaning, or some of it just surface stuff that was repeated from social media?
A lot is surface.
Yeah.
A lot of it is surface, but there's going to be, because it's a longer format, and I think that's where we're going. Even with social media, I think social.
I hope so.
I have to say, I really like this idea.
You
came up with.
Great.
I came up with that idea, not my brand, but maybe you influenced.
I don't know. I mean, look, I think I personally don't like coming on without a plan. But I know we're good enough to pull it through. What's the other clip you have, Matteo?
Let's see. I have another one.
Again, for those that are tuning in, this is Etienne Mellor of the Mellor Group. See, I'm treating it like a live. See? Oh.
Again.
Which one are we looking at?
It's this.
5% on strategy.
Well,
No, I hate you for that. No, sorry, I don't buy it.
I do.
I hate that. I hate that.
Why?
I don't like building the plane as it's falling to the ground. I know every owner north of, I don't know, $850,000 wants to just go and do. I find it, no, I can't.
See, what I hear.
But we're all different, right?
Yeah.
We're all different.
This is good. What I'm hearing, said in my own way, is
that you're right.
No. It's not about being right.
It's not.
It's about not quitting. That's what I interpret what he's talking about, mindset, meaning I don't have the whole thing figured out, but I'm just going to keep on going and tweak and adjust and look at and review and do it again and keep doing and never stop and keep doing. And then 23 years later, I'm an expert.
Right.
Or I've had great success, or I'm, it's, I think that's what he means by, or that's what I would say about the mindset part.
I'm not very deep. I'm very,
well,
no, I'm more of an implementation. How we're going to get it done. What are we going to do? How are we going to go to the next step and the next step? I do it every week. I did this morning. I came in. I said, hey, I think we got to scale like 15 times more than what we're doing now. And that's just who I am. I want to kind of really get my feet planted firm and move forward, which makes us different and makes us complement each other.
But with the right mindset, we can do anything.
Let's take a look at that. I like this. What else you got over there?
You want to say?
Careful, this is your Explorer, so anything can pop up here.
I don't know how to restart from the beginning.
That's okay. Take your time.
See, it's about the mindset, not knowing how to do it.
So you're probably going to get a call from one of us. I know we love outbound phone calls. You've gotten phone calls. You've been solicited, but you're being solicited for something that you're not sure what it is. You think we want to do something with you, and that is true. We want to have you as an interview. Etienne's been reaching out to all brokers, everyone on our phone list, basically, and reconnecting with them. Not just realtors, big businesses, small businesses, entrepreneurs, people who were brokers, people who aren't brokers, and trying to get a better understanding of the market, of the industry, where people are going, because times are moving quick right now, especially with AI, no?
And if you're, yes, Jay, but I was going to say, and if you're out there and you're like, I know you, you bother me, you call me, you email me, you text me, I can't stand you, maybe. I doubt it. But if that's you, you're the one I want to meet.
Why?
You know why? I'm going to tell you why.
If they don't like you.
No, because I want you to come here and
why are they upset?
Or better than that, I'm going to go to your office. I don't care where you are in the whole province.
So that sounds threatening.
No, not like that.
Oh, okay.
I will go and meet with you.
Okay.
So that you get to know why I do this, who I am, and you get a real feeling for who I am deep down. And I bet you I'm ready to bet
What?
that you will change your position on that, because I'm an open book.
You are.
I'm an open-minded individual. I just want to help. And I truly believe there's enough business for everybody. I don't compete. I don't think there's a need for that. There's no reason for it. I just want to share and exchange. So those that have their preconceived thoughts on who I am, what drives me and all that, give me a few minutes with you. And at the same time, what we'll do is we'll record it. And if you like it, at the end, you can use it for your social media content for $0. All on my shoulder. I'm paying for the whole thing, the equipment, the crew, and my time. It's a no-brainer.
You're such a giver.
I am a giver.
You're such a giver. We got another clip.
The more you
Which
give,
one is
the
it?
more you get. Right?
This is, who's this now?
Let's go.
Said this before.
You've done it? You've done it. Ah, good action. It's a beautiful one, okay. That was good, man. And I like that one.
See, now I feel like I'm backtracking on the other one, which is the 5%, 95.
It's the same thing. It's the same way of
It's
saying
just
it.
a different way of looking at it. I love that kind of stuff. And I would use that too with family members or people who are clients of mine in the past that were looking for a place. I'd say, okay, let's be reasonable. What are we looking at? We're looking at this is within your budget. This is not within your budget. You're going to get X, right? I was very involved. I always wanted to try and shed some light, especially with people who had a smaller budget than most. I know a lot of people now have smaller budgets than they did maybe a year ago or 2 years ago because of what's been going on. But I'd say, if I told you today there was $100,000 sitting under a park bench, would you go and get it? And I'd be like, yeah, of course I'd go get it. Okay, well, now I'm telling you that the house you want to get is here, located here. The house over here, you're going to get more for it afterwards. And then it would kind of open up and realize like, oh yeah, okay, I guess I know what you're saying. I would go get it. So why am I not reacting to this? And then take some time and then reevaluate and then move forward that way. But would you go get the $50? Would you take action?
Well, if I want the $50, maybe I don't want the $50. But I'm an action-taking guy for sure. I mean, I don't overthink nothing. First of all, I don't like details. I don't like to plan. I don't like to overthink the process. I just want to start because I know now, 43 years.
Were you always like that though?
No. I was over planning.
So when did it kick in?
It kicked in when I started studying and reading the greats of business. They never, ever, ever said, hey, make sure you have it all figured out before you take the first step.
Mm-hmm.
Not social media, books.
Do you feel that a lot of people are too attached to outside opinion, the thought of the failure, the thought of not happening?
But when you start putting a lot of content out, then you realize that no one gives a shit really. No one does. Or if they care for a billionth of a second while they're typing whatever, but then they forget that you even exist.
That's right.
But all the positive that comes from it is it outweighs the negative. And I'm telling you, the negative is very, very, very tiny fragment. So take the action. You'll change anyways. How many campaigns have we done? How many things, projects? Look at how many times we change.
How many times we changed?
We've got to
How many times we've met people, and over time, the perception changes, right? It starts with, oh, you guys call too much. And I get that. That's kind of the job of what it is. The agency does solicit, maybe more than some people like, right?
But it's by doing these actions that you tweak, improve.
And how has your business grown in the last 4 years?
I'd say
5 years.
It's more than double.
Just by taking action.
Just by taking more action and trying things. We tried writing a book a couple of years ago.
And what happened?
That didn't work out. But shit, I mean, I spent a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and then it flopped. It just circumstances, and it never got up. What about all the other stuff? I can't really talk about those, but some acquisitions I was working on that all fell apart because why? COVID hit.
Yeah.
Then there was the market of last year. I had some other projects, invested a lot of money, a lot of time. Then the market goes to crap, as you all know. Last year was not a good year. Everything gets pushed away. So, but you got to keep going and never quit.
No, never quit. We got one more, I think.
Yeah.
Want to do one more?
I like this format. Oh, Mateo.
Keep talking for a little bit.
Oh, I can keep talking. I want your feedback, guys. If anybody's looking, maybe we do a long.
Or if you want, or if you want to come in and join us for, not join us, but join us in for an interview. There are calls that are happening now. There are solicitations that are happening now with our own brokers, of course, with The Root of All Real Estate, which is on Spotify right now. Those are long form, 30-minute, an hour interviews. We do the walkthroughs on some fantastic properties from our own brokers. And on the outside, we've been approaching brokers as well, again, to get their feedback, to understand the way they do their business, how we can exchange ideas. It's a weird time. Of course, social media was and is the thing. AI is creeping up. We've been talking with AI, a company here in Montreal, in the Old Port, about doing some stuff with them. So there's a lot happening, a lot going on, and just trying to see how everyone's adapting to a very fast-paced,
changing market, world. Yeah, changing technology, changing.
We'll do one more clip, and then I think we'll call it a day because we have another interview happening in about 15 minutes.
Ready?
Give me 1 sec. No.
Do you want to do Armatzi? You got something from him?
I have Armatzi, but things I have to wait until.
What if I gave you the Gary Vee one that I showed you this morning?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, send that over.
How do I do that?
Send it to me, and I can open it.
To your text?
Through Instagram. You have it still?
Yep. Done.
Oh, Gary Vee.
Why don't you like him?
I do like him.
You said I can't.
No.
Why?
Watch the clip. Watch the clip.
But why?
Watch.
Anyway.
Come on.
It's funny how it's said in another way, but I was talking about that a few weeks ago. Mateo, you saw it on one of my stories. It's what I've been applying for the last few years that actually explains the growth, really, is those weekends or those months where it's people say, oh, it's quieter. That's when I put the pedal to the... Why did I book all these interviews July and August? Why? I mean, a normal person would do what? Oh, it's quieter. That's We're going to relax. People are on vacation. The staff is on vacation. The directors some of them are on vacation. I'm like, no, I'm going to go the completely different opposite way. Now, if you're happy with your shit, as he's saying, you don't be all pissed off and do what you do. It's for those that are not happy, that are stuck in their thing. And plus, by the way,
why do you like Gary Vee?
I don't necessarily like Gary Vee. I think Gary Vee is great for one reason. He's not selling nothing.
Okay.
And I've studied him. I've read some of his books. Not great books, by the way. Just FYI, like he's not a writer. He can't read or write. I think he says it all the time. But he's transparent with what he observes, what he sees, and he likes to share, which I think is great.
I love the message he's putting out. I do. I know. I do. I'm like, Gary Vee. But I love the message.
Because maybe
but I'll tell you, I love the message he's putting out because I feel as a 43-year-old man that the older I get, the more I see young men, young women being failed out there and not hearing a voice. I think the stuff that he does, the outreach that he does, the conferences he does, with younger individuals and older individuals as well is phenomenal. I think any person who has anything to share and has that level of service and like, what is he selling? Tell me what he's selling.
Nothing.
No, but what is he selling?
Zero.
Is he trying to sell you coaching? Does he ever say, hey, buy this course? No. I find he's someone who can help steer a generation that just feeds like vampires off of content, a whole new idea, and I think he offers a certain friendship too. So to say I don't like him, I find sometimes it's too much. I know the 20 posting a day, you love that.
I love it.
I don't like it, but that's his school, that's his mentality, and I can appreciate that because there's something concrete being said, there's something intelligent being said, and there's something intelligent being shared. So yeah, go Gary V. I would no, go Gary V, man. It's cool. I like it.
So that's the end of that. We have to get going, but we'll be back Wednesday with new listings from
New
our
listings.
group.
Hey, you guys have been picking up on the new listings too. We appreciate that. We see a whole bunch of messages come in, likes and shares. Keep that going. And you know, it's not just for the brokers; it's for the public as well. So if you want to get a first taste of what's happening in terms of new listings from the Mellor Group, with a surprisingly abundant amount of brokers. Sometimes you forget how many brokers we have because we have a lot.
Is it really important?
No, I think it is, because when you're watching, you get the first glimpse into what's coming on the market and where you should be going with your week. So if you're making those calls to your broker, or if other brokers are looking and they're going on the market, you want to see what else is going on for new listings. It's a great time. Most those new listings get posted on the Wednesday, and the Friday is the open house.
But it's not about
and that's it. You know?
It's not about the open houses. It's not about
it?
the new list. It is. It's a form of recognition. It's a form of sharing. But
it is.
There's more than that.
What is it?
It's about learning. It's about knowing that we give tips, tricks, suggestions on how. If you're not happy, if you're happy, just look at the new listing. Be happy. If you're not, but you want to learn how to get out of your situation, then
and we play clips too from brokers that we met, the ones that keep coming on over and over and over again. The Brodies, the Pedricks, the Marivans, the Samuel Demers, the Carleys, the Beatrice Baudinez. We're talking about all-stars, like all-stars. I'm leaving some out for sure, but we share tips and tricks that they have shared with you over the years.
That's right.
And I'm going to close this show right now by saying, have a good day, everybody.